Before we get into mini wedge play and all the other shots in the scoring zone, let's talk about some fundamentals. The fundamentals of the grip, the fundamental of your posture, and the fundamental of how far you stand to the golf ball. You got to do those things correctly no matter what shot you're hitting in golf. I don't care if you're hitting a drive or a putt or a little trap shot, or it doesn't matter. You've got to grip the club correctly. You've got to set your body at the right posture, and you've got to stand the correct distance from the golf ball. So let's talk about grip. Now here's the common mistake that I see most people make. The most common mistake that I see people make is they put the club in front of their body and they bring their arm around their body to hold the golf club. And then often they even look down at their hand as they're placing the grip in their hand. It's a much simpler way if you just simply let your arm hang in its natural position. Now here's the thing. Players' arms hang a little bit differently. Most players hang in their, you'll see a little bit of their kind of the back of the hand. Sometimes you see players in their hands are very neutral. Sometimes you see players in their hands are like this. That's going to dictate how your hand should look on the golf club. Your natural is just how your arm hangs naturally from your shoulder. So don't put the club in front of your body. Let the club line up with the shaft in alignment with your arm. Put your hand behind your hip joint back here instead of in front. From here, let the club fall down into your fingers where you push down on the golf club and hinge the club up. That's the first level. So there's a great lead hand position, and it's simple if it's natural. In your fingers, push down with your palm on the top of the grip to create a lever. Then get in the habit of putting your trail hand on the golf club when your left arm is parallel to the ground and your shaft is at a right angle to your left arm. Now why that's important is because you'll naturally form your trail hand in the right position. So often I see people grip the golf club and they come in kind of under the golf club because the club's on the ground, and you can get your hand in a really bad position if you do that. This is a much simpler way to get this correct every time. Push down with your lead hand, bring the club up, left arm parallel to the ground, shaft at right angles, bring your right hand up, and again, put the club down in your fingers. So important, the club is sitting in your fingers. So if I turn this way, you can see I've got the club sitting down in my fingers, not in my palm. Now from here, I just let the lifeline, this curved line right here, I want to let that lifeline fit right over my thumb. And so now I've got the club in both my fingers. I can hinge that club up and down, right? Because I put pressure with both palms on the top of the grip. That gives me a lever. So there you go. Fundamental number one for all shots is a good grip. You let the club fall into your left fingers, lead fingers, with a palm on top, push down, cock the club up. I'm going to turn this way so you can see this. Now I'm going to put my right hand, my trail hand on the golf club. So at this stage, I'm going to make sure the club is in my fingers. The lifeline, this curved line right here, we make sure it goes right over the thumb. So at this point, I can push down on the golf club with both palms and create a nice lever. So it's as simple as that. So start with the lead hand, bring it up, trail hand on the golf club, check your lever. I can go up and down. Now when I set the club, when I go back, very easy to bring the club back and bring it down, strike the golf ball with a lever. For all shots, that grip will help you.